Hi everyone, Lacey here. Kiz is already jumping around. He says hi and he thanks you for watching because he knows that you guys love him. Right, Kim? We all love Gizzy. We can share him. So, it's freezing in my house today, so I have my poncho that I made on from like 6 years ago. This, I think I calculated it, ended up taking me like 36 hours to make. It's literally just some granny squares, and then I did like a basket weave for the neck here. And then the bottom is, it's just a granny stitch, but I love how I did the fringe. So the fringe is just chains. So I think I chained something like 20 or 40, and then I looped it. I looped it in the bottom of the grannies and then tied one beside the other and then one beside the other side. So it's nice and big. They're like better than tassels because they're not going to fall apart. They're not going to fray. And yeah, so that's my poncho that I'm wearing. And I'm extra cold, so I stuck on my slippers. These were my very first slippers that I ever made. Awkward position. But I came on here to show you all the items that I have made in the last week. Two of which are finished projects that I started 2 weeks ago and finished. And the other two projects are whips from I don't know, I want to say like 2 or 3 years ago. As I have mentioned in my previous videos, I am trying to dwindle down my whip project bags. I'm looking at them right now. They are sitting in my living room, so I am making sure that they are getting done. They're not going to sit back in a closet, in a tote, in a box. They're going to get done. So, and I said I was going to make a video about that last time, but I haven't gotten around to it because the living room's been a little bit of a mess. Actually, I'm pretty sure I did show you now that I mention it. That's my brain. Anyways, cut to it. So, these are the car seat ponchos, which is basically a cardigan, but flipped around. So I finally added the buttons. You've already seen the red one. I'll show you again, though. This is the purple. So again, it's literally just like a cardigan. So instead of putting it on like this and then you put your arms through and then like your face is pointing this way, it just goes on like this, just like that. And it's like a Snuggie, so it keeps the kids warm in the car. And again, I attached it with a button here. And it is just so warm. Just even having it on me like this is making me extra warm right now on top of my blanket. I'm telling you, it's freezing in here today. Even though it's like 9 degrees outside right now, my house is cold. So that's a purple and red one. And this is the red and purple one. And again, it shows up very bright in the video, but it's more of like a mahogany, or not mahogany, burgundy. It's more of like a burgundy red. So not as dark, not as bright, but it's more dark. And then again, I added the button in the back so it doesn't fall off in the car. Now she will have to roll the sleeves, but the sleeves are nice and easy to roll. And so what I basically did for this was like my regular front post, back post kind of stitch with a half double crochet. So you've got your, what is this one? So the front post will make your, hang on, let me do it this way. No, so it's back post. Gotta think. When you do your back post, it pops it up and it makes it prominent like that. And then this middle stitch right there is the half double crochet. And then you have your half double crochet. So every other, it's a pattern. So every other row is a double line of the color. And again, it is just literally switched around with these ones. So this one is the red with purple and this is the purple with the red. So basically I started off with a big rectangle and then I made a little rectangle at the top of the rectangle and then went up so it made the shoulders, and then seamed them and then carried on with the arm. I know that's not very helpful, but it might be. um, so that is the two car seat ponchos finished off the list. Again, dwindling down my projects, I made, this was supposed to be a poncho. The way I ended it, I realized, but I didn't realize. So I just kept going with like different stitches. So every single row is a different stitch. One is like a half double crochet, one is a double crochet, one is like a block stitch, one is like a wavy. You can see the wavy right there. So I tried to do different stitches. One is single, one is like a granny, back post double crochet. And then you've got like kind of like a teardroppy pattern, and then a fan pattern where it has like that loop to it. And so this is like started all over the place. I started going this way and then I started going that way. And I don't remember where I started originally. I could probably feel it out, but as of right now, I'm not 100%. But I forgot that I made this pretty little scalloped edge border on this side. And then I went and did a teardrop kind of tassel-y pattern on this end. So I'm like, I could probably do something to this side, but I'm not going to. I got tired of doing this. I would take it out. I would do a row or two. It's just, I hate when projects are so long. That's why I don't like doing blankets. At least with like when you do a blanket that's squares and then you attach them, it's a little monotonous, but it's not as monotonous as this, which drives me crazy. So why did I start it? I don't know. I start things and I'm like, I hate this. I'm just going to end it now. And then it sits in a bag for months. So basically this teardrop is 3 half double crochets, 3 chain, a double crochet, 3 chain, and 3 half double crochets. So I don't know if you can see that very, I'm sorry. There you go. That's better. And then the green is just 2 strands of really thin yarn. I would say these like are a 2, like they're really thin. And then it's literally just half double crochets. Half double crochet 3 times in the one hole, half double crochet times 3 in the other hole. And it creates like a little heart when you look at it like this. And then I chained 5. Or sorry, I connected them. So I didn't like finish off the half double crochet. I just kind of stuck it all on and then pulled through and then chained and then did a knot. Sorry about that, guys. I ended up getting a phone call. Okay, so we were finishing up. I don't even know where we left off. But anywho, so this poncho turned into a shawl, and it's actually like pocket shawl length. So, I mean, I could put pockets on it. Am I going to? No. This project is done. D-O-N-E, done. So, it's a nice little wrap. Nice little shawl. Sit on the couch. You know, this would be perfect for any person who wants to use it maybe in a wheelchair, or you know, just walking outside, or just, you know, just snuggle up beside the fire. I think that, you know, it's perfect in that sense. So she's done. So that's a whip that I finished, and this cute little dog slash cat slash animal bed. I was originally going to make one of those baskets. This is t-shirt yarn, so it is a bit thicker and it is quite heavy. But I only had 2 rolls. I don't know exactly what they're called. I don't know if you want to call it a skein or not. But so this is 2. So what I did is I crocheted an oval and or not even an oval. Is it an oval? It is an oval. I wanted to make sure. So it's an oval. I crocheted an oval. And then what I did is I wanted to put a little bit of a base to it. So I did do my infamous front post, back post stitch. I can't remember which one I did. Anyways, in the end, it all ends up being the same. So I crocheted all the way up. And then when I knew I had enough just to fasten off for a full length row of the t-shirt yarn, because I had to weave it together to make sure that, you know, like the sides stayed down. So it was probably about that much taller than what it already is. So given around 6 inches. So I rolled it over and then I just hand stitched it to that base and then just closed it off. So Giz does not fit in this. I tried to get pictures of it. And this is like, he's a tiny dog. Don't get me wrong. He's like 8 pounds, but he's tall, like tall and long. I think he stands like 17 inches tall and like, I think he's like 9.5 inches like in length, not including his tail, obviously. But this is definitely made for like a ferret or a bunny or a small kitten or like a mini chihuahua. So any type of animal like that would be perfect. This is like a pink and I think it's supposed to be black, but it's like a gray. So that is a project, again, not intended what it was supposed to be, but reamped it to a animal bed. So I thought that was pretty cute and literally took me like 2 rows and the hand stitching together. That's how quick I ended up finishing this off. I think I got discouraged when I was creating this because I wanted it to be a nice thick basket that can kind of like sit there and hold my yarn. Now that I think about it, and the sides were just, you know, they were wobbly and it wasn't strong, so I felt like it was just gonna like collapse on everything, so I got discouraged and I just put it away. So that's why I looked at it now and I was like, animal bed, that's what it's gonna be. So that is the second whip that is completed. And I want to thank you guys for stopping in and saying hi and watching all my funky hairs fly around. Oh, there's my hand. And I just want to say goodbye. Thanks for stopping in.